Good morning, everyone. Or if it happens to be afternoon or evening, good afternoon or good evening. Thank you for joining us for our weekly Flow office hours where we talk about building on Flow. We've got a couple of demos from esteemed members of the community, such as MoonPay, who we're thrilled to have. And we're going to also do our quick weekly TLDR video recap to go over everything that's happened this week. But before we get into that, we're going to go around and say hi. So I'm Albert. I'm on the solutions engineering team, helping folks like yourselves build on Flow. And I'm going to relinquish the mic to Ben to say hi, if he's
Hi
here.
everyone. So it just happens to be afternoon here in Germany. I'm Ben. I'm technical content marketing manager for Flow. I do all the things connected to CryptoDeppy, and I pass it on to Chase.
Thanks, Ben. Hi, my name is Chase. I work on the FCL library and JavaScript SDK. Passing on to Greg.
GM all, thank you, Chase. Greg here. I am a developer, an enthusiast, work on FCL and the JavaScript SDK on DevX team.
Hey, Giannis here. A developer on the FVM side. Currently working with transaction fees.
Hey, my name is Kerry. I'm an engineering manager for the DevX tooling team, helping with Flow Fast and Python SDK. And I'm passing on to Kim.
Hi everyone, my name is Kim and I'm the developer advocate. And I help create and curate content to help developers. Pass it on to Max.
Max is shy. Do we have James with us?
Yeah, good morning. I am James. I work on FCL and the JavaScript SDK. Next is Gregor.
Hi, my name is Gregor. I work on developer tools. Currently working on Access Node REST API in the DevX team, and I pass it on to Srinjoy.
Hey everyone, I'm Srinjoy. I'm a product manager for the developer experience team, and happy to meet you all.
Right on. Bruno? No, Bruno? Okay. All right. That was pretty good. We're all excited to be here and talk to all of you. So as I said, we're gonna jump into a video and do some demos, and then we want to give people a chance to say hello, tell us about what they got going on, ask the people that are giving the demo, namely MoonPay, any questions that you may have, and then we'll give you a chance to break out into the respective like SDK and or cadence rooms where you get to hang out with the pros that either built it or have been working with these technologies and or programming languages for quite a while. So I would encourage you to take advantage of those folks in there. But with that said, Kim, you want to take it away? And remember to click on her tile and turn that volume up if you need to. You'll right click on it and toggle that stream volume up if you're watching from Discord. Thank you.
Hello and happy Friday. Welcome to TLDR Updates on Flow. My name is Kim, here to give you your weekly updates of what's been happening in the Flow ecosystem. Let's get started. What makes a blockchain accessible to the masses? Dapper Labs CTO Deet Shirley and Flow Technical Content Manager Ben Ebner broke down the key components of how blockchains can successfully scale to consumer-grade experiences. Learn all about scalability, usability, affordability, and developer ergonomics in the full breakdown published by A16Z. Ready to play and earn out on the fairway? Blockly Games has launched their exciting golf experience, allowing users to play to earn and upgrade their golfers. You can also pick up the golfer of your choice off of their marketplace, each with their own unique style and stat, and upgradable by winning medals. Check out Blockly Games today and be on the lookout for more awesome gaming experiences from their team. More good news for you blockchain gamers. If you missed out on acquiring your Chain Monsters closed beta access key, their team is giving out thousands of them as we get close to the end of FlowFest. The Chain Monsters team is making up to 100,000 beta keys available for users over the next few months as they prepare for their open beta launch in the future. You have to keep your eye out on their social media and community though, as you can only acquire a key by participating in special challenges that will be shared there. And if you're already a player, don't worry, you can still earn one of these beta keys and gift one to a friend to join up on your adventures, or trade it on the marketplace. Closed beta for PC and Mac is scheduled for the end of November or early December. Learn more about this awesome opportunity in the link below. And we just wanted to thank all the developers who took part in FlipFest one more time as we get ready for the closing ceremony next week. We've had hundreds of developers submit work with over 82 submissions reviewed from an amazing community. To commemorate all the hard work done, we have finalized the winners and will be announcing them during our closing ceremony on November 23rd, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Be sure to join us. There may be some attendance prizes and a video from our CTO, Deet Shirley. RSVP at the link below so you don't miss out. See you there. And that is all for TLDR updates this week, folks. Just a reminder, we will not be having any office hours next Friday since it is Thanksgiving holiday, so enjoy your turkey and have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks, Kim. That's funny because you're still here, so we're not going to say bye just yet. That was an awesome video. Nice work on that. So we're going to pass it on to our friends Adrian and Freddie of MoonPay, who are valuable partners in the Flow ecosystem, and they have something exciting to share with the community. Adrian, do you want to unmute and take us for a spin?
Hi everyone, very nice to meet you. My name is Adrian. I lead strategy at MoonPay and really focused on NFTs and Flow.
Awesome. Did you want to share your screen and give us a demo?
Just loading. Freddie?
Great, we got you.
It's all in the screen.
Oh.
Whenever you're ready, Freddie.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
Fantastic. Sorry about that. Having technical difficulties. Hi, I'm Freddie. I'm the ecosystem lead at MoonPay. Some of you might know me already. I know a lot of you might already be clients of ours, but today we're just going to go through a high level of what MoonPay is, share some exciting news, some cool developments, which we've been working on behind the scenes with Flow, which we're incredibly excited to share and show and spread out in the ecosystem. So, for those who don't know us, we are the world's largest on-ramp provider. What we do is we provide incredibly easy experiences for people to buy cryptocurrencies. Something that's super relatable, something that's super understandable for non-crypto natives and crypto natives alike, and that's something that is super relatable and easy to use. We're live in 162 countries. Flow is available and FUSD is available in all of those now, including the United States, which we're super happy to say. A lot of work has gone into that Flow US listing. We're well over 400 partners now. We support Visa, MasterCard, multiple different card methodologies, of course, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, ACH, SEPA, and faster payments in the United Kingdom as well. We're constantly adding new payment methods to promote inclusion and make it easier for everybody to buy and to get into these cryptocurrencies so they can be enabled inside the Flow ecosystem. We push these live fairly regularly, and we're working on new payment methods in South America and Southeast Asia, as well as Africa as well. Make sure we're giving the ability for people to use the payment method that they particularly want to. So on the on-ramping side, it's super straightforward. It's an iframe. It's an incredibly easy integration. And of course, it's super mobile friendly and web friendly as well. So for those that are developing games or for iOS or for those that have a web.
We may have lost Freddie.
Oh, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
yep, you're back.
You're back.
So where did you lose me?
Just 10, 15 seconds ago.
Thank you.
Apologies. So I'm pushing to talk at the moment, so apologies. So yeah, the highest converting on-ramp experience in the world. Our KYC time is incredibly fast. We're super happy to say that it is sort of sub 40 seconds. We now have in excess of 10 million pre-KYC users that can utilize the MoonPay ecosystem really in any application. So for example, we're in Blockto. If they bought FUSD with their card in Blockto, they can go into any other application, whether that be through the NFT product, which we're going to show you in a minute, or through the on-ramp, and easily use their email address in order to on-ramp directly, not have to enter their KYC again, or their card details are stored super easily, and of course they have access to their preferred payment methods as well. We utilize a special type of delivery methodology, which we innovated. So Flow actually has one of, if not the fastest delivery times in the MoonPay ecosystem. I believe that the average time for an FUSD delivery is under 10 seconds now. So we're super happy to say that. Of course, native Web3 support and integration and direct integration with Blockto or other Flow wallets in the future, as well as multi-acquirer support and full fraud coverage. So we're scanning for fraud. We have a link to all the blacklists, whitelists of individuals, anybody that's politically exposed. We're going through and we're taking all that burden away from you. We're taking all the chargeback burden away from you and really just giving you a solution that you just don't have to worry about any regulatory requirements or anything. We take all that responsibility. Next slide, please. So this is where, especially for Flow as an initially NFT orientated blockchain, this is where this new product is really going to change things. And we've been working so hard. We've been working so hard over the past couple of months to get this up, and we're going to be super excited to say that this is going to be available right at the beginning of December for every single Flow application. So finally,
we lost you again, Freddie.
Sorry, still pushing to talk. Finally, you'll be able to buy Flow NFTs directly with your credit card on-chain, and both for primary sales and secondary drops as well. So for secondary marketplaces, it will also facilitate that. No KYC is required under $7,500 US. Of course, we know that there are always a challenge with acceptance rates for crypto-based purchases. This uses a different. We've been working very hard with Visa and MasterCard. This uses a different categorization, which allows us to have incredibly high acceptance rates globally. That's sort of well north of 80, 85 to 90%, which we've been testing in real world data at the moment.
So Freddie, are you saying that people can buy NFTs without having to buy crypto first?
Exactly, and it will automatically be deposited into your wallet of choice, whether that be Blockto or anything else. Indeed.
Fabulous.
The whole idea of this is, especially with NFTs, and when I was at NFT NYC, I was listening to Roham talk, and one thing that was sort of very, very prominent is, I think initially with Top Shots especially, the word NFT or even blockchain was barely ever mentioned. And this really kind of comes into play where NFTs are almost like the gateway drug into crypto. It is an incredibly easy way, incredibly understandable and approachable way for people to enter the Web3 world. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to make the ingress of that totally seamless. Very, but also incredibly transparent. You can see the wallet addresses, you can see the sort of the on-chain transaction. However, it's still a very easy methodology, and in order to understand, we wanted to make it grandma proof, we wanted to make it granddad proof, where anybody can buy an NFT in an online game, in a marketplace, and so forth. Slide, please.
We appreciate that very much.
Awesome. So, Adrian, could you open the link? So we're actually going to show you, not the video if possible, but so we're actually going to. We're going to show you, because obviously this isn't live on Flow just yet, we're just finishing testing. We're actually going to show you a full integration UX mockup, which we did for CryptoKitties, which we are in the process of looking at. So click continue, please. And let's just go straight to because obviously this goes through the MetaMask process. There we go. So let's click on that CryptoKitty. So here we've got CryptoKitty. Now, obviously, this is in a marketplace. So imagine if this is in, and you're going to have a lot of control over the UX, where you place this payment system, how this operates. So we're going to click Pay by Card here. Now, as you can see, we got a super nice little a preview of what the NFT is. Sorry, Adrian, could you go back 1 second? Thank you. What the NFT is. We've got sort of the breakdown of the costs and the transparent fees, and you can even click on to view that asset on chain if you want to just verify that everything is legitimate. So let's click continue. So for this person, they've already entered their email address. They bought something before. You're in the app. It's detected that there's a login session or inside the website. And immediately here, you'll have it will automatically Web3 inject the wallet address or connect directly to Blockto in order to seamlessly input that wallet straight in. We're also working on new methodologies as well, which are going to enable people that don't have wallets to automatically spin up a wallet in the background. All that sort of stuff is in the works as well. So it's going to two-factor and verify your email. And then you've got your card. So again, people use the MoonPay ecosystem in a lot of different applications, and your cards are shared through all of those applications. So it's going to your payment method is going to be auto-selected, your last payment method, and you're just going to click Buy Now. Immediately, you're just going to go through the transaction verification. You're going to see the process. You're going to see the base costs and the fees, and then there it is. You'll get a nice little notification to say that it's been successfully delivered, and it'll be delivered in almost real time. And there you have it. You own the NFT. Everything's done. I haven't bought any crypto, but it's an on-chain transaction that's happened in the background. Everybody gets paid. So you, as the developers, you get settled out by MoonPay in a currency of your choice. It can be in Flow, it can be in FUSD, it can be in fiat. You can directly choose then how you want to be settled out with us. That's all part of the package. This demo doesn't show it, but it also pivots to secondary marketplaces. So
lost you.
the seller, in that case, in the secondary marketplace, will receive a payout via MoonPay in a currency of their choice as well. So, sort of summarizing that, if we go on the next slide. Of course, yeah, actually, I'm sorry, Adrian, if you could just return. One thing I did miss out here is no KYC is required again. Just want to absolutely verify that. But you have full chargeback support, full chargeback coverage, all your MTL burden, your money transmission burden, and your MSB burden is taken on by MoonPay. It is compatible with custodial and non-custodial wallet infrastructure. It's incredibly easy to add on to your existing on-ramp. And of course, this solution, if you're a MoonPay customer, if you're not a MoonPay customer, you pay absolutely nothing to us. This is totally inclusive of your current on-ramp contract. If you're not working with us at the moment, then all on-ramp as well as this solution is all included in the base fees which we have. So super easy. We want to get as many people integrated with this as possible. It's going to really break down the barriers to entry into NFTs and allow a truly sort of native process for primary and secondary sales into NFTs on Flow. Should we go through the next? So this is just a high-level overview. Again, you have a sort of 2 times higher conversion than the on-ramp solution. Again, I know this is something that has plagued the industry a little bit. Banks don't like crypto, but turns out banks love NFTs, which is fantastic. So we're really utilizing that in order to get through those issues of banks not accepting crypto transactions. They will accept these transactions. Where there is KYC required for very large amounts, we will go through that with a super minimal and our industry leading process. Credit cards and bank transfers, of course, are supported. The NFT checkout flow is streamlined for conversions. You're using the highest converting on-ramp provider in the world. And of course, 100% guaranteed payments, no chargebacks, no reversals. We are entirely responsible for the delivery of the NFT to the client, and we also deal with all the customer service requirements based on that. This will be available. We're starting to onboard people now with this. This is usually put in a nice combination with the on-ramp solution. And so you can contact your Flow solutions engineer, or Adrian, if you go on to the next slide. You can directly email us at flow@moonpay.com, and we can get help you get on the road to integrating this solution super easily. Some of you may already be in contact with myself or other members of our team about this, and if you haven't, then definitely get in contact with your representative here at MoonPay, and we can start to guide you through this process as soon as it becomes available in the next week or so. So I'm just going to open up for questions now.
Thanks so much, Freddie and Adrian. Really appreciate you taking the time to run through that with us. Yeah, awesome. If anybody would like, please unmute yourselves, say hello, and ask away.
I can start off the questions.
Lovely.
First off, thank you so much for making this. This is really cool. I've been asking about it for a long time to you, Freddie, and I think I'm really happy it's coming together. I was wondering about failure cases where someone buys it, uses their credit card to buy an NFT, and then the NFT, for some reason, say a Flow Spork starts right then, doesn't get delivered. What happens, and how does that user experience look like?
Very good question. So the way that this works, without diving too in depth, is the funds are secured by MoonPay before the process happens. However, they're not actually moved out of the user's bank account and or card. So in real time, the system will be monitoring the movement of that NFT from whether the originating point to obviously their wallet address. And if anything goes awry within within that point, they'll get an error message. That error message will be explained to the user, and the funds will be immediately released into their bank account. So there's no way in which, if there is ever a failure in that process, the funds never leave the bank account, not properly. They never leave the consumer's bank account until they have their NFT. So it means that the user's funds and experience is always preserved, and the system is designed to be proof of that failure. So it can't really happen. The user's just informed, but the money will never leave until they get their NFT.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks for the question. Were there any other people among us that would like to say hi? You don't even have to ask a question. You can just unmute, say hi to everybody. Share if you have a comment about MoonPay or Flow in general even.
Albert, I got a question.
Okay. Who's speaking?
Yeah, that's Chase.
Hey, Chase.
Hey, super cool, Freddie. I like this a lot. Curious, what if somebody disputes charge later on their card?
MoonPay take 100% of that responsibility. Full stop.
Got it.
Yeah, we had
Very
one.
exciting stuff.
We had a conversation once about payment descriptors where, the item on your bill would read or would list something that, hopefully was familiar to you at the time, so that not to charge it back. But the nice thing is that it's on MoonPay's side. So if somebody does charge back, it doesn't affect you as the app developer, which we think is great.
Yeah, we take total responsibility for that. We are technically contracted to the end user themselves. So we are responsible to the end user for delivering these services. That's what offsets all of this risk, all the compliance risk and everything away from you. Exactly as Albert said on the dynamic descriptors as well, we're working hard on new innovations in order to make sure that the end user is fully aware and there is a highest level of transparency as to what they bought and where they bought it from, in order to minimize things like friendly fraud, accidental chargebacks, and all those kind of things. But at the end of the day, MoonPay take responsibility, and we also take the customer service responsibility.
Boom. We love it. That's very helpful. Really excited about this product and the positive effects it's sure to have on the ecosystem. So thanks so much, Freddie and Adrian, for joining us. There's still time for questions. If anybody would like to chime in with one, please do. Otherwise, we may be breaking up into our respective Discord rooms for additional sessions. Going once? Okay.
Hello?
Yes? Oh, go on.
Hi everyone. This is Kevin. I'm coming from Taiwan. And actually, this is my first time to join the office hour in Flow Discord. And I have one question, which is about the smart contract audit, because our team is currently writing a lending protocol on Candace, but we need some help for the audit, especially coming from the core team of Flow.
Yeah, great. Well, first of all, thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you. It is true that we do a review, not necessarily an audit, because when you say audit, that's kind of like a formal process that you'll generally pay a third party for, and you'll get a report as a result of that audit. The Flow review is a bit less formal, and we're going to help work with you to ensure that your contract behaves as expected, and that it adheres to best practices with respect to security. We just want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. So there's a DApp deployment guide that kind of walks you through best practices for creating your contract, test cases and whatnot, and where to actually submit your contract for review. So if you have specific cadence questions, I would encourage you to leverage the community. You're already on Discord, Kevin, so that's great. There are many folks that have been building on cadence for several years. And as a matter of fact, after we answer your question here, I would encourage you to jump into the cadence chat room. Hopefully someone will be in there. Actually, I'm looking around and I'm not sure I see any of the cadence developers with us, but in any case,
I'll be there.
Yes, my man. Okay, cool. So you have Josh, who's happy to answer any of your questions. But just to take the pressure off, Kevin, we're here to help you get through the process of deploying your contract to mainnet. So if there's any questions about how to get something done in Cadence, we're going to help you do that. And as I said, leverage the community, leverage us here, and the DApp deployment guide, which I will share, should help you make it through that process as well. Does that kind of help, Kevin?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. Would anybody else like to chime in?
Hello, Albert. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before this...
That's interesting, Kim. I couldn't hear anybody, but I heard you. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm talking. Can anybody else hear me?
You might have muted him separately or something rather than the server mute. Check it out.
Because can you other guys hear me?
Whoa. I'm confused.
We got you fine. We got you fine.
Yeah, Bartek, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, so I was going to demo Find. That is my latest thing. So if you can see my screen right now, can you see it?
Oh, my goodness.
We can see your screen.
Yeah, okay. So Find is my latest product that I'm making that's launching real soon. So we actually deployed our contracts yesterday, but we haven't finalized the final review of the site. But what you're watching right now is the testnet site. So test Find XYZ. The mainnet one will be live at find.xyz, obviously. And this is...
We see your Discord graphics.
Oh, you see my Discord. Okay. That's oh, you see... Okay. Sorry. Now you can see my screen, can't you?
Yes.
Can you see my browser now?
Yes, we can see your browser. Perfect.
Okay. So Find, as you can see here, is a product that I'm making. I've been making it since February, actually. So it's been going on for a good while in stealth while I did Versus. So this is the testnet site on test Find XYZ, but the main one will be live at Find XYZ. So right now it's a name service basically, but it will be a lot more soon. But we're going to show that off on testnet. I also have a demo that I'm doing for the FlipFest ending, so you can see more there. So Find right now allows you to register a name, and then when you own a name, you can list it for a fixed price, or you can list it for an auction. If anybody else wants to log in here and connect a block to wallet, if they then go to Shiny and search for Shiny here, they can give me an offer for this name and try to buy it for me, even though I haven't listed it for sale. So that's another capability that you have in Find. We have also been working with some external partners to help make the name useful. So for instance, here we have a Web2L lookup for a name. So here I can look up the Flow name. So that if somebody has their name called Flow, you can look it up here and it will resolve to this address. And as you can see here, that is also true here, that this address here owns the Flow name. We've also been working with Max. So Max, who's here, thank you, Max. He makes Kadoot. He has made a plugin for Find. So in your FCL code, you can resolve a string bjarte.find into an address. So in your transactions, if people have a name, they can write this name in the URL, and you can resolve that to an address that you actually send in to a transaction. So you can see here, this takes an address, but what you're sending in is actually a string. So it will resolve this in this plugin that Max has created for us. We're also working with Yonder on FlowScan to have the same in FlowScan. So eventually you will be able to, in here, write brcheck.find, and it should resolve. So when I click here, it should resolve to my address. But that's not finalized yet, but it's coming. And we will have integration with Versus, of course, since I'm involved with that project as well. So that in Versus, you can go to versus.auction, profile, brcheck, and don't have to write my address to get the profile here. So that's basically what we have right now for version 1 of Find. But we will have a lot more soon, based on the metadata standard for browsing collections and searching things. Is going to be pretty important on Find. So indexing data, metadata, making it searchable. Yeah.
BRJ, awesome, and apologies for that.
No worries. I've talked earlier as well, and I didn't quite figure why you didn't answer me, so I thought something was wrong. But it's fine.
Well, first of all, let me say on behalf of us in the community, thank you so much for all the amazing work you do on the Flow ecosystem. BRJ is a prolific developer and member of the ecosystem and has helped us with a great many initiatives. So
thank you. Thanks so much.
Really, really appreciate having you today on Office Hours, and keep up the great work. Can't thank you enough for that. Were there any questions for BRJ?
So as I mentioned, we have a I think I mentioned it here. When Find launches, it will not be open to public because we want the ecosystem of you guys and your product to be able to reserve your names. So I posted a Google Doc in the Office Hours Discord where you can reserve your name basically, so nobody else will get your name. So if you want your names, reserve your names, and I will try to get it to you as well as I can. There might be conflicts, but I hope there won't be. Except BSET though. BSET has some conflicts. I'm sorry, mate.
I call Albert.
Yeah,
I'm
just
sure people are gonna be fighting over that one for sure.
Click the reserve your name link in Office Hours that I posted
Okay.
a while ago and reserve Albert.
Yeah, go on.
I had a question for you. I didn't notice if you mentioned it, but is there a minimum number of letters you can currently claim?
Yeah, so it's all in our Discord in the announcement channel. This is mentioned, but it's the same as on Ethereum basically. So we have 3 letters as the minimum because that's what they're doing in the ENS. So we have different prices for 3, 4, and 5+ letters. So and we also price things in FUSD. That's pretty important, I think. So the price will be stable. So it won't fluctuate as Flow fluctuates. So it is 5 FUSD for a 5 token name for a year in the lease.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Was there anything else we wanted to ask BRJ while we have him? Yeah, go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, so Bartek, really nice work. Looking forward to the launch. You mentioned that people in the community can reserve their names and so on. Are there going to be reserved words, like super popular words that you kind of are planning on reserving as well?
No, we actually don't plan to do that because doing that list would be an immense work, and we don't plan to take that up on us to do the manual tasks. So we plan to let the community, the people that are already on the chain, already on Flow, to have reserved rights and nothing else. So we plan to talk to FlowScan. This is the first really PR thing we do where we're talking to you guys. So we plan to talk to FlowScan and all the other products that are out there to allow them to register their names first. But we don't plan to make a big ban list because it's never ending really. Yeah. And we don't want that.
Okay, nice. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for the question, Phil. Good to have you.
I just wanted to say that, how much I appreciate Bjartek's help as like a community community rep. He has been helping me like launch as well, basically by doing verses and being very open-minded and open with their code. And in case no one else has questions, Albert, I would like to do a demo as well, but I would need your help.
That sounds great. Reach out. We'll make it happen.
Cool. I actually mean right now, if that's possible.
Oh.
You're up for it.
You're kind of putting us on the spot there, BZ. Kim, I'm going to defer to you. Do you want to do that?
I think we have time.
Okay, BZ. Go ahead.
So Albert, the reason I need you is because do you remember when we had like our meeting about Basic Beasts?
I do.
And you logged into the website, right?
I believe that sounds accurate. I've had probably a bazillion meetings since then. So
that's right. But what I would like to ask you to do is like, unless you have like a private email, could you go into I'll actually send you in the office hours text channel. I'll send you the link. Would you try to connect your wallet and stream, and then I can show how the unpacking experience is, and how we actually use
So, you're kind of putting us on the spot.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
apologize. Would it be cool if we did this for the following office hours, just so that we spare people any technical issues that are bound to happen?
No problem. Sorry about coming it up there.
Albert, I can do it for him if he likes.
Oh, okay.
Log in and show this because I just tried it and it's pretty cool. This thing, Basic Beasts.
Oh yeah, but it's because Albert he actually has packs. That's why.
Oh, he actually has packs. Okay.
So when wallet, what happens is that thanks Bjartek. It's actually in the collection.
Yeah, so I don't have any beasts right now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. That would
Well,
be cheap.
I tried, mate. I tried.
Yeah.
Okay, I've logged in and I don't see any packs on my account that I just linked up. So, again, let's coordinate this better, and we'll give it a proper go for the next office hours, if that's okay, BZ.
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Really appreciate that, and thanks again, Bjarte, for helping out or trying to help out there. We want to give people a chance to break into the respective rooms so that they can ask Josh and or folks like Rampton and Dennis in the breakout rooms. Go ahead and hop into the rooms of your choice, either the Cadence or SDK rooms, and take advantage of the folks that are in there. And hang out in here if you just want to talk about building on Flow, generally speaking. I'm happy to continue our chat here. We'll give everybody a moment to hop into the respective rooms. Again, if you have a Cadence question, jump into the Cadence room. If you've got SDK or FCL questions, see Yanez and or James in there.
Thanks, Albert. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. Is Kevin, if you've got those smart contract questions, now's the time to talk to Josh. He's in there. He's the man. He wrote the Top Shot contracts and whatnot. So it'd probably be pretty helpful. Okay. I see we have some people moving around. Excellent.
One question for.
Oh boy.
I have one question for Bjartek if about the fine thing. If you, I was wondering if what technically goes into doing something like this. Like, have you done anything like this before, or like how do you have any challenge? Do you have any challenges with like doing this, like technically, like what did you have to crack to do this?
You mean in Cadence?
Yeah, like and you mentioned talking to partners as well. Like, is that like DNS partners or is that like have no clue how you would go about like building something like this, but I'm
Well, yeah. So DNS is actually something we want to integrate with, but you're kind of ahead of yourself. This is kind of V4 or something. If you have knowledge on DNS, I would love to talk to you. So right now it's basically pure cadence, and I've been doing cadence for 1.5 years, so I'm pretty fluent in that. Partners, I'm just getting of the ecosystem really, so I don't have a better answer for you. Sorry.
That's nice. Thanks.
Awesome. If you'd like to just say hi, tell us what you're working on, have a nice chat about whatever that may be. Oh, whoa. Was kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, I guess I could still like I can't show like unpacking, but I can still show like kind of the experience that people get.
Okay, take us for a spin.
Cool. Just let me see. And yeah, if anyone has questions about like to the Flow community, please just like interrupt. As we basically just chilling.
Yeah, I see it. Looks great.
Cool. And then as soon as you log in, I'm actually grateful that the CEO of Blockto is here because I have no idea how we would be able to do this without Blockto. So yeah, and what actually happens is that people are able to see the collection, and they'll have the packs here where they can unpack, similar to Top Shot, right? After they are unpacked, they would be able to see the beast. And all this is actually open sourced. So people who want to build on Flow, they would actually be able to take the code, use Blockto, and launch a project really fast because the minting option will come afterwards. And that's similar to some other projects that I've seen in the Ethereum ecosystem. And yeah, it works quite well, especially because Blockto exists.
Sweet. Absolutely. Blockto is been an integral part of our ecosystem. So it's nice to see them get credit where they deserve it. And I imagine you used the Flow client library to facilitate your interaction with the Blockto wallet.
Yeah, that's correct. So I actually I learned from Versus frontend and from CryptoDabby, and I actually don't have that much Web2 experience myself, but because of the Flow community, I've been able to still pull this off. And oh yeah, I also forgot like our second wave drop is also today. But yeah.
Awesome. That's exciting. Well, we're happy to hear that you were able to build this with the help of the community. That's exactly what we want. So thanks so much for sharing that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Right on. Very cool, you guys. Was there anybody else that wanted to ask a question, say hello?
I think I would like to ask Bartek here, like when would that fine be, available for applications like Basic Beast, so people would be able to use that fine? And
So the contracts were deployed yesterday. So I basically just need to do the final copy of the site and set up the admin accounts and the link things. So maybe after the weekend. I am not sure on the timeline right now. I will let you know though when it's ready.
cool. Thanks.
Sweet deal. Biarte, what else you got going on, man? You're a very prolific person in our ecosystem.
What else I got going on? Well, it's kind of hard right now to deploy contracts to mainnet.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I plan to help you with that. You know.
I appreciate that. We want to. We want
Yeah.
everyone to be able to deploy their own contracts. It's only a matter of time before that happens, and we appreciate everyone's patience bearing with us here.
Yeah. So also Swan has this. So Blockto, the Porto transactions repo, also has. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that, but Swan demoed it a few office hours ago. So it's basically a contract repo, a repo with all your transaction in it, and the same tool that I'm planning to make it easier to deploy things can also export your contracts into, or your transactions, I guess, into that repo.
Oh, that'd be amazing. So just so that
Actually, I have that for fine right now. I have a pretty alpha version that will take all my transaction and it will generate the input that Swan's repo requires in order for that to work. Because
Yeah,
I don't like doing manual work. I like to automate things because I'm lazy.
Bless you.
So, yeah, thank you.
So just so that people get it, like doing that means that the Blockdo wallet can show you a message that explains what's happening in a transaction. Shun, how are you?
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Good. I'm currently locked in a quarantine hotel because I just came back from the United States to Taiwan. Yeah, but doing great. And yeah, glad to see like the demo of BZ's app. Yeah, looks cool.
Right on. Awesome. Did you have anything to add to what Bjarte was saying about the transaction repo or anything that you want to talk about at all?
Yeah. So actually that sounds pretty good. So yeah, like we're looking to like streamline the process of submitting a transaction to that repo and to like make your users make it easier for your users to understand what they're actually signing. So yeah, happy to see that happen. And like if there's anything that we can do on our end to make the like integration process more smooth, like we're happy to discuss about that.
I mean, yeah, very exciting stuff there. If the smoother we can make that experience for getting transactions into that repo, the better. I really
Yeah. And actually, I'm thinking that probably we can like build a tool with like Flow COI or something, or because I think a lot of developers when they're working on the contracts or the transactions, they're mostly relying on the COI for that. And currently, there's a slight difference in the format of the transaction between COI and the Flow transaction repo. Yeah. So yeah, if there's somehow like a way to map the thing between these two, it would be great. Yeah, we're looking to like.
I posted in the office hours chat. I posted my really alpha bash script in there. So I plan to kind of make that into the idea was to put it in Flow kits or in the Flow CLI basically, that you can take all your transaction and read out and export out the format that you want basically. And maybe if you have GH, the GitHub command line client installed, it could fork out to that and even do a PR automatically, right? So you just to make it easy to do the right thing. So we can probably talk if I have issues, but I think I will be able to figure it out. I just need to find some time.
Let us know how we can help. We definitely want to make that happen. Very cool. Wow. Yeah, I think that would be instrumentally amazing to have for the community.
So Albert, are you aware of anybody that's working on some registry for multi-sign or Swan? Are you? So let's say I have this need, and well, I need an address to sign something for me. So I build something, right? Like you do, Albert, when you sign a transaction.
Yeah.
I build a transaction, I sign a transaction, I want to store it somewhere and ask somebody else to sign it for me. And when that is done, I want to do the final sign and send myself, to kind of automate that process. Or anybody working on that, as you know?
I think that is something that I keep hearing about, that people are either endeavoring to work on or are working on now, but I don't have any details as to who. It's probably because
We are. It might be something, but.
Oh, Srinjoy, your audio is not. Srinjoy is a robot. Srinjoy, we couldn't hear you so much. Stick it in the channel if you wouldn't mind. But it sounds like he has some information for you there, Viarte.
Yeah, well, I will talk to Srinjoy later, and we can figure something out, I guess. I just don't want to do duplicated work, right? If
somebody
else is doing it, then it's fine. But then I can do other things to help, right? In my spare time that I still will have, I hope.
Again, thanks for doing all that. And yes, let's make sure that we spend your cycles wisely. And yeah, we'll talk to Srinjoy or have you talk to him so that you can coordinate how to attack that problem. Awesome. I think we're gonna call it, unless Viarte, was there more?
No, not at this moment, I think.
Okay. Well, I wanted to thank.
We have lots of plans for Find though, but I have to spare something to follow-up sessions. But
yeah, save some for next time. But
yeah,
I'm definitely excited.
The first pill is free, right? The first fix.
All right. Well, I'm definitely hooked. So you've got me.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us this week. It's true we have a couple minutes left, so if someone's really got a question they want to answer, we're going to give you just another few seconds to chime in. Otherwise, we will bid you adieu. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to call it. I wanted to thank Viarte, MoonPay, Shun, everybody. Thanks for coming. Have a great weekend, and we will see you not next week, but likely the week after that. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Like mint tokens transaction that we use for like regular fungible tokens or flow or whatever.
Yeah, I was wondering if it would be similar or if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I see it. Set up FUSD Minter deposit. Oh, that's FUSD. Are you talking about Flow or FUSD?
I'm kind of doing it with a little example token.
So
yeah, it's MIDA.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see the Minter proxy. Yeah, so you would just borrow a reference to the Minter proxy in storage, kind of like you borrow a reference to your like flow token like vault or your fungible token vault when you're sending tokens, and then just call the mint tokens function. That is confusing. I don't know why they don't have that transaction in the repo. But
is being recorded.
If you want to if you want to create an issue in the Faucet repo for that to get that added, or if you want to add it yourself, that would be like super appreciated, like a PR.
Yeah, I guess the actual mint tokens function can happen after the deposit. Because the deposit has to happen from the admin account.
Yeah.
And then the mint token has to happen from the other account.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I will either put an issue up or contribute to that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Josh.
Cool. Anybody else have a question?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I'm currently working on something in Flow. Obviously, that's the reason I'm here.
Yeah.
And it involves basically being able to take in any kind of Flow NFT, which of course it's doable because I had the test for them and whatnot. But I am struggling with basically trying to be able to fetch the type of the underlying NFT so I can get metadata and display it on a website and whatnot. And I'm basically either looking for, I don't know, an ETA as to when a new metadata standard will be out, or preferably, or I mean, sorry, or some other, I don't know, way in which I can, I don't know, store metadata without having to know the underlying type or something like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, the metadata discussion's going pretty well. I mean, it's still like we're kind of the proposal's been mostly finalized. And yeah, we can. I don't know if you have the link easily accessible, BRT, but if you want to share it, we're kind of just like getting final, like we're sending it to a bunch of different community members, ecosystem partners for like final feedback, and hoping to start pushing it through like final stages relatively soon, and getting a few cadence features that we need for it. But it's hard to give like an exact date or anything because things in the blockchain world like kind of go a little bit slow since it's all open source. But yeah, I mean, you would at least be able to start kind of like at least understanding how it would work and building building transactions and stuff for it, even though it won't necessarily be ready
Yeah.
immediately.
So I'm not sure if you saw the demo I did for Find, Degen, but for Find, I have just created a new collection interface that allows me to borrow something that is a view resolver. So the view resolver is the interface you want to add
This meeting is being
to
recorded.
an NFT to work with the new standard that we are proposing, the metadata standard. And you really don't have much other option than that to achieve what you're doing, because I've been trying to solve the problem that you are solving now before, having like
Yeah.
this super collection.
Gracias a todos por venir. Estamos esperando que lleguen el resto. Vamos a dar unos 2 minutos y empezamos.
I'm pretty. I know where the girls get horny. I already know it. I arrive here and I fuck up her marriage. She prefer me before
Hi, Kim.
Hey,
Hey.
Bruno.
This is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Hey. I have to leave in 2 minutes, unfortunately, because I have another meeting. But that's a learning for next time on Zoom.
Hopefully that invite link I sent you, Bruno, did it work properly?
Yeah, I'm contacting the participants and sending them the link. Can you see me?
Yeah, I joined from the link, so it works.
Okay, perfect.
If it's the one in the invite, you mean?
Yeah, so I
In
can-
the event?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna give 5 minutes. and
Yeah, just give
start with
5
people.
minutes for people to come in. If you want to write a message in the channel as well and let them know that the location has been changed.
Zoom not working.
No.
Oh.
No. So Bruno couldn't share a screen, and then it was hijacked with various screen shares. So, yeah. Are there mod controls here on Discord to ensure that people can be enforced?
The mod control here, and I'll be able to mute people as needed.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think the Zoom settings we just need to adjust for.
Tweak, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know how it goes. Sorry, I have to jump to a meeting now.
Sounds good. Don't worry.
Good luck, Bruno.
Thank you, Andrea. Oh my god, it's like I just got logged out from Octa 2, so yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry, Bruno. We will work with you after to get things fixed.
Hey, what's up? I got a quick cadence question if somebody wouldn't mind.
Actually, reserving this channel, we're doing a presentation for Spanish-speaking users.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah. So if you want to ask in the Cadence channel in the Discord, that might be a better place to ask right now.
Cool. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Is there like a list of like people who signed up for this, or were we just expecting people to just join?
Yeah, we did a goal reach, and also we had some people interested in the Discord event. But the thing was that Zoom meeting wasn't properly set up. I didn't have permission to share my screen, so we have to leave there. But other people could share their screen and started spamming.
So what happened was, I think whoever set up the Zoom link didn't allow anyone to share screens, and then afterwards it was hijacked by memes. So we did a last minute location change back into Discord. So if people show up, I think we'll go forward. But I think due to unforeseen technical difficulties, we might have to postpone it.
Es terrible. Estoy listo para aprender sobre Flow en español.
Wow. Yeah. We actually have my sister here.
Aww.
Oh.
And
Genial.
for my girlfriend Camila.
Hello.
Hola, Camila.
Hola.
Let's postpone it for next Monday, I think.
Yeah, we can. Oh.
Yeah, that might be good.
I think it might be better, just because it was, too many technical difficulties. I'll be able to go through a dry run with you and then make sure we're all good.
Oh well.
That's okay. I was looking forward to it, but it is what it is.
Do you know any Spanish, Kim?
A little bit, but not much.
Okay. Yeah, I've been learning for a few years, so I'm getting pretty good, but all the technical stuff, like I still am not that good at. So I'm excited to kind of learn a lot of technical speak in Spanish for Flow.
It did sound your Spanish sounded good from what.
Gracias.
Gracias. Okay, cool. Bruno, let's agree to postpone it, and yeah.
Yeah, Joshua.
Cool.
Your Spanish is really good. We want to postpone this workshop for most people to join, and you can get a grasp of what blockchain is. So yeah, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Joshua.
Cool. No worries. Just send a message into the Espanol group. Let them know that we'll be postponing it, and we'll set up another workshop later.
Cool.
Cool.